So then we had a 6-man tag with the BBC against Muffin Top Taylor, Cupcake, and Rocky Romero, the best friends. And Rocky Romero only has to be a best friend on American TV for the 2 weeks before the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. And obviously, since this was Muffin Top and Cupcake, but at the same point, do you remember, it's on Twitter every so often when they retweet the footage of the Sammy Hagar impersonator that was introduced at Madison Square Garden in 85?
Of course.
Taylor looks like a mark that slipped into a battle royal just by walking in the procession, and nobody really noticed till he got in the ring. So as soon as the BBC get to ringside, one guy whacked the plumber with a chair, the other guy dove off the top, and they started a 6-way on the floor. And that was enough for me. If they're not going to try to have a fucking match, I'm not going to try to listen or watch. And by the time this thing was over, it was 40 minutes into the show. And from speed search on screen, all the normal things that you would expect to happen happened, including the fake elbows at the finish while Moxley was indulging his autoerotic asphyxiation fantasies on one of his opponents with the bulldog choke. Your thoughts?
It's exactly what you think it would be. I mean, the best friends suck. And Chuck Taylor looks worse now than he ever has before. And you know what it's going to be with Moxley. And Claudio means nothing. He's just Moxley's backup. They're trying so hard to get Yuta over. The weird thing to me that stood out was Excalibur, on at least 2 occasions, called Danielson the greatest wrestler of all time. That's a weird thing to all of a sudden introduce into the mix. The announcer, who's not a heel announcer, is calling this guy who's now a heel the greatest wrestler of all time.
Of all time, baby.
That seems a bit ridiculous.
It does seem a little bit excessive, but, you know, sockface do get carried away.
Moxley's so bad, though, I'll tell you. I think I'm starting to see why some people like him. The more you watch him, he's so bad at everything, it becomes almost funny. At one point in the match, they cut the camera so you couldn't exactly see it, but he just stood in the ring because the other guy wasn't there. You know, he didn't know what to do. His blows look like shit. How many times do you just see him fall and like roll? I was thinking about that when I saw it happen here, and then I saw it happen on the floor. He falls and then he just rolls away.
He's having flashbacks that he's on fire and he's stopping and dropping and then rolling.
He just rolls away. I don't know what that is. But Yuta's ridiculous, and I'm sorry. I mean, he just looks, for all the reasons I have problems with Adam Cole, for the push they're giving Yuta and the way they're trying to make him into a badass, it doesn't work for me right now at all.
I agree. I concur.